My name is Isaac Manley. I'm from Johnson City, Tennessee, and I'm here working with Clarkson Compassion as a GenSender this summer. I took a trip this past March to Clarkson with my college ministry, and we fed food to the refugees, and we helped them with homework help. And I met with Pastor Samuel Rye, and he invited me to come spend a summer with him as a part of his GenSend to continue the work that they're doing here in Clarkson, but for 8 weeks. As GenSend this summer, I worked with English folks, and we did sports ministry and ESL teaching with the rest of the team, and we led mission teams into the apartment complex doing refugee outreach and kind of connected them with the church and making sure that they know that we are available as a resource for them for whatever they need. As GenSend this summer, I learned that it's very important to be consistent with the outreach that we're doing here. I've met a lot of refugees here who they learn a little bit of English from one group, they learn a little bit more English from the second group, and it's kind of inconsistent in the teachings that they're learning and just the outreach that is being done in the community. I've learned the benefit of what it looks like to have more consistent outreach from the local church and from Send Relief in supplying the needs that need to be met in the community, and overall just spreading the gospel to them. I think high school graduates and college graduates should be a part of GenSend just as just a learning experience to grow their skills in spreading the gospel and knowing when needs to be met and how to meet them. A lot of people are very adamant and passionate about going to reach the nations. I know I was when I was in college, and it's right here in Atlanta, Georgia. All the nations are right here, and we can reach them all, and they have a story that needs to be heard, and they have needs that need to be met. And this is a perfect opportunity for anybody who's considering doing missions. But not only that, but just as Christians, that's what we are called to do, and there's no better place than to do this right here in Clarkson, Georgia. My plan is to go back and try and mobilize as many as I can, not only for GenSend, but just Clarkson in general and the needs that need to be met here. If I was here for long term, I think I would focus more on getting the churches involved in doing the outreach that need to be met. Short-term missions are great. We definitely need them and we definitely use them, but I've seen a lot of benefit and growth from the local church as they've come here and served doing ESL and have met the needs of the refugees here, doing home visits, creating that connection and that relationship with the refugees. I've seen a lot of growth in that, and whether it's doing that for a month or doing that for a year, I know I've seen some just gospel conversations that have come from that, and overall just bringing refugees to church and spreading the word. The local church, I think, is needed in Clarkston just because, again, we want to be a resource for them. My dream would be to have the local church here in Clarkston, and whenever we bring mission teams here, that they're standing around doing nothing because the local church is meeting all the needs that need to be met and filling all the shoes that need to be filled. They know the area, they know the resources, they know how to help the people here, whether they're looking to get medical attention, whether they're looking for a place to work, travel in Clarkston. The local church knows those things about the area, and that's very beneficial to the refugees rather than having mission teams from hours away or from a different state who are coming here just to serve. But the local church can also be just be that foundation. And I know eventually that the refugees would be like, hey, maybe one day I want to try your church and teach me this man that you follow and more about him. Mm-hmm. I know that conversation will grow more as the local church reaches more people and creates that relationship. My name is Isaac. If you're planning on doing GenSend this summer in Clarkson, please go to the GenSend website if you want to learn more, and if you want to apply, please choose GenSend Clarkson Compassion.